It's time for another battle between Asus ROG Ally and Steam Deck. Well, here I have the same game on these two devices and let's discover it. I will play with low settings, medium settings, high graphics, maximum on each device. You'll see the frame rate, you'll have chapters in this video and you can make your own comparison. So at this point, let's start here on Steam Deck with low settings, and let's see what the game has to offer here. So let's go to graphics, vertical synchronization off, low settings, post process none. Okay, gameplay, and let's hit continue here. As I said, you'll have for each video, including this one, you'll have chapters to find very easy the main or the most important parts of this comparison. So at this point we get 60 frames with this game. So with low settings, frames anyway with low settings. So let's write it here. So we have 60 frames. Settings, graphics. At this point, let's change to medium settings on Steam Deck. Medium post processing. Let's keep it. Let's keep the post process at full because we have only two settings at this point. Let's check the graphics. Medium graphics. So medium graphics, we get 60 frames, 58, 60 frames. $55, so it depends. 53, 47, okay, 47, something between 47, look, 46, and basically it stays here at this point at 46, 49 frames. The average frame rate, I would say, is this one, 49 frames, 47, something between 48 and 50 frames anyway here. Let's write it here, something between 46 and 51 frames, 55 frames, but it won't stay here anyway. 37 frames, okay. It had a drop up to 37 frames here. Anyway, let's go at this point and let's activate high quality settings. High quality graphics. Let's check. (51, 60 frames). Again, it depends on scene and how many effects has to load here. 53 frames, 51. So it stays here at 49, 51 frames most of the time. 48, 47, 46. I believe this is in general the frame rate. Okay. The average, I would say it's somewhere here at 47. Anyway, it will go something between 40 and 60 frames with an average of 46 probably. It will stay here. 45, let's call it in this way. Let's go at this moment and let's see with maximum graphics what it has to offer. Ultra quality. Okay, let's go back and let's see. 41 frames, 42. So 40-45 frames. It's possible to drop in some heavy areas with a lot of characters and a lot of action. In general, it stays here at 45 frames. So these are the areas representative. We have we have a lot of details here, and the game stays here at 45 frames. Basically, let's call it we have ultra at 40-60 anyway. It depends on area, but it has the average set at least in this area at 45 also. Now let's exit the game. And let's start it here on ROG Ally. I have to say the game is running on Steam Deck on SSD internal storage. Here on Asus it's running from micro SD card. So definitely on Steam Deck has a small advantage. So at this point let's go with low settings, and don't forget we have here refresh rate 120 Hz. For low settings I have post-processing off also on Steam Deck. Let's activate here real-time monitor. Whoa, 1400 frames at this loading screen. So on battery we have in this area 63 frames. (130 frames here in this area. So in very simple areas you will reach those 120 frames with low settings. So it depends, the average stays at 80-90 frames here. Let's connect also the charger. And in this area where Steam Deck had some problems every time, it seems that this device it's keeping 70 frames anyway. Impressive. (108 frames. Here Steam Deck had 60 frames as you remember, but at this point 130 frames. It's all about optimization, you know. If developers optimize their games very well, definitely you can reach a very good frame rate. So this one on Ally it's something between 70-120 frames. Let's try at this moment some medium settings. So let's go here to settings, let's choose graphics, let's activate here post-processing at maximum, and let's use medium graphics. Let's check medium graphics, and here it is, 86 frames. And let's go to the same area. (90 frames). 82 frames, and let's see it here, because on a medium Steam Deck got here 46 frames. This one has 60 frames, so 60 frames with cable compared with 46 on Steam Deck. And let's see it on battery, we get the same 55 frames, 56. Anyway, it's clear that you can work with 50-90 frames here on medium. '81 frames. This is the most representative area. Basically, we get 55 frames here. 55 to 90 frames. And let's go and let's use also high quality at this point. Graphics, high quality, and let's see. On high quality we start with 60 frames in these areas up to 90 frames. Let's see it here because the Steam Deck got 45 frames here. This one has 53, 54. And also in this area Steam Deck got 45 frames. 41 at some point. Let's connect the charger. As you see, we got 56 frames here. So definitely a huge difference. So 88 frames here. As I said, it depends on how much action you have on your screen, how many details. Anyway, 90 frames. You can set this one to play with 60 frames, constant 60 frames, and it will be incredible. 94 frames. Anyway, something between 50 and 90 frames here. And let's see it at this point with ultra quality. So ultra quality on battery, 74 frames, 70 frames, 69 frames. Let's see it in this heavy area. 55 frames, 57. Let's see, 58 frames. So let's see it also on charger. 51 frames, 48 frames, 49, 50 frames, 51, 50 frames here. Almost 60 frames. $80 frames. 71. 51. Anyway, in this area Steam Deck got something between 40 and 41 frames. So the results, in my opinion, are something like this. Um, on low Li will get you something between 70 and 120 frames. Steam Deck somewhere at 60. um, Medium 55, 60, 90 frames basically with 4655. And on high settings on Steam Deck you get an average somewhere between 41 and 45, something like this, from what we saw here, while on Li you get 50, 90 frames. Again, with ultra quality you get an average of 40, 45 frames on Steam Deck. On Li, as you see here, at this point we have 56. In this area Steam Deck had 40 frames, 40, 45. Anyway, it's a difference between them, and the main difference, it's not the frame rate, but what is important, you can set this one to play with 60 frames. The most important difference you will notice between these two displays. So this is in my opinion, the most important difference between them. Display here, here on Asus ROG Ally, the game will look much better, and the colors, you will love them, and they seems to look better and more vibrant. And you will notice when you play this, you will notice the difference. Again, you know by now that only for this display, even if this device would be equal to Steam Deck as hardware, if they would have the same hardware, I would make the upgrade only for this display. It looks phenomenal.